Hey, what's up, guys? It's Rafat, and welcome you all to my channel, The Quiet Crunch. And today I have for you 10 most coolest and most worth it takes that you will remember. So, for the first take, I have the developing mechanism. So, if you guys are familiar with the Iron Man movie, you will find out that there is rocket launches coming out from his wrist, or expanding the suit, or making a shield out of a definite part of his suit. So these are most of the same thing that is used in his suit. So this is like if you take a simple mechanism, if you take a flat or a curved surface mechanism and changes its structure for your need to for you to use it, and then after using it you will change back the structure of it to its original form. It's like that. So this is a pretty ingenious invention to work with, because this can be used in satellites and to like form and deform its structure to make it small and large. So it's a pretty cool tech for anyone to use, and it can be used in many other different things for your own purpose. The second thing that we have in our list is the ghost cube. This thing is developed by Dr. Eric Arberg, and this thing uses the same developable mechanism tech that we have talked earlier. So this thing is made using the Japanese origami technique, and this thing can turn and different structures can be formed of this thing and taken back to its original structure. So this thing can shape a great feature of the medical, robotics and space techs. For our third device, we have Blink. In the present situation, it is pretty hard to go outside and have a perfect workout to keep yourself fit. This is where Blink comes in. So Blink is a device which provides you with a augmented reality environment to give you a perfect workout environment so that you can do a great workout. So if you have a cycle and you don't have any kind of environment, or you cannot get out to ride this cycle in the present situation, you can get Blink. So Blink is this device. When you order Blink, they will come to your home and set you up the device. Now the Blink uses a path sensor, speed sensor, VR and their in-house app to provide you with the perfect environment for you to do cycling inside your house. And it is a pretty great app if you are not going out of the house in this situation, and you can use this to get yourself a perfect and healthy life. This is a pretty great invention to keep you fit and fine. For our next device, we have the Padron. Now if you think of the conventional touchpads or trackpads, you will have a rectangular flat surface on your mind. Now if you are bored of using the conventional trackpads and want to have the comfort of your hands, you can use the Padron. It has built-in cameras and sensors to give you the trackpad experience you have always wanted. Now it's a pretty fun and cool way, and it's pretty comfortable way to use the trackpad. You can use it on any surface. You just have to take it out of the box and connect it to your device and just go on using it. That's all. For our next gadget, we have the Merry Indoor Garden, and this is basically an indoor garden where you can grow only one type of plant, and not one type of plant, only one plant, and this thing has an environment control inside of it, and this creates a perfect ecosystem to grow that plant you want to grow. And this thing is pretty useful for those who cannot go outside and do gardening, and or does not have the space of doing gardening outside their house or anywhere else. So this thing has growth sensors and basically few other sensor and perfect climate system for you to grow the plant you want. Okay, so let's move on to the next invention. Wait, but before doing that, let me tell you, if you like this type of video and if you want to watch more of this content, a sub to the channel would be outstanding. The next thing that I'm about to show you has a pretty hefty name. Now I did not come up with the name. I mean, I did come up with the name, but I don't know its real name yet. So the next project that I'm about to show you all is known as the solar powered recycled bottle street lamp. Yeah, I said that right. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Whatever. Now this thing is a pretty great invention when it comes to recycling plastic bottle. It's like a home project, like a science project done massively. Now this thing uses a solar panel attached to an light, LED light, and this thing is dipped in a recycled plastic water bottle filled with water and then attached to a pole or something like that made with PVC pipes, and then they are attached to it. The thing charges from the solar panel in the morning and then they are used at the night. Now this thing is a great invention for the low earning countries as they can save a lot of money and a lot of green energy is produced, and they are recycling a lot of plastic bottles that people waste every day. Now the next invention that I have with me is a pretty great invention, and it's like a life-saving thing because you know these days plastic bottles are destroying the environment. They are mixing with soil and causing chemical pollution and many kinds of other different pollution to the plants and crops, and they're also polluting the rivers and the environment is getting polluted a lot. So this thing is a pretty great invention to solve this kind of problem. This is known as the edible water bottle. Now this thing is a pretty great invention. This thing is totally biodegradable and this thing you can eat whole. The water bottle also you can eat. Now this thing is made of a seaweed extract. Is a hefty invention to save life of many, and for this thing is pretty cheap and it's a pretty great thing to work with. They are also making other different flavors of it like orange, lychee and etc flavors they are trying of it. This thing is totally environmental friendly, so you can use it anytime anywhere. Okay, so the last two take are pretty dope and I want to do a rapid fire round for them. So before doing that I have to change. Yeah, so the reason I changed is because the text that I'm about to show you are pretty dope and I didn't want to do it in a informal way. So yeah, there you go. Let's start the rapid fire round in 3, 2, 1. So for the first take I have the reusable rocket. Now this thing is built by SpaceX. Now you have seen that the rocket that goes to space doesn't come back to Earth and cannot be used again, but this rocket, its body can come back after launching the main part of the rocket in the space that need to go to the space, and the rest of the thing comes back to the Earth and lands in a specific position they are programmed to land on. Now the next thing I'm about to talk is human heart transplant via a pig's heart. Yeah, it's totally true because a few days ago, a few months ago, somebody did do it. They replaced the human heart because he had some heart disease and replaced it with a genetically modified pig's heart. Now this thing is pretty dope because it's pretty life-saving and it's gonna change the medical industry. Now the last and final tech that I'm about to show is the Neuralink. This thing is made by Elon Musk. So this thing can do a pretty load of hefty cool things that you will be amazed of. Now this thing is a chip. This thing is installed in the top of your brain and this thing can cure a different number of diseases like the blindness, mental depression or a few things else. Now this thing can give you some superhuman abilities like the you can connect this to a heads-up display and give you some Terminator like feel. You will have a superhuman vision and a few other things to make yourself the coolest person on earth. Yeah, that's all. If you have liked the text, yeah, please sub my channel, and this is pretty cool for me to do. Yeah, it's an honor. See ya. Peace.